It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Midday Show. We're a half hour tardy.
Right on time for the new midday of 2026.
And there it begins. And today's show is the Epidemic Show.
The epidemic of judgment. How do you like that?
The judgment is in the house.
How do you like that?
I do like it. I like it a lot.
It's funny because I think a lot of, is that judgmental or is it fact? Or is it opinion?
Or is it a factual judgmental?
And then judgment falls someplace, because you always say, that's judgmental. Don't judge. We shouldn't judge. So then I'm thinking, and then I'll say to you, but no, that's a fact. And you'll say, no, that's your opinion. So it'll be interesting.
A fact could be opinion to yourself.
So it'll be interesting to see where judgment falls between fact and opinion spectrum.
Well, our friend today, her whole show is going to be surrounded by
judgment.
Judgment.
Interesting. Well, happy Tuesday. It's still Tuesday, huh? Still Tuesday all day. I know, I don't know. I feel like it's
You're
not
really
Tuesday.
on a trip today. I'm going to tell you. You're on all wings today. I haven't seen you
a little spicy today.
Like this in a long time.
Why?
I'm going to tell you.
What is it?
You got me huffing and puffing. And I love it when you have a conversation with Donna, she totally disagrees with what you're saying. She does this pause. It's like an awkward pause. And she looks at you and the head goes sideways and she says, that's not what I'm talking about.
That happened this morning.
Yes, more than once. And I'm like, so what are you talking about? And you say, never mind. And you go on to something else. It's like you don't finish. If there's something I miss, at least I tell you, no, this is what I mean.
Because maybe it's offensive and I don't want to offend you.
You offend me all day.
I didn't mean, but I don't
mean
to.
But you do. Yes, you do. You mean to me to mean.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
And that doesn't make me feel better, by the way. I don't want to offend you, but I have to straighten you out.
No, not at all. Because maybe I delivered the information in a way that you found offensive, but it was not my intent.
But you're making the entire conversation about what you think.
So is that fact, judgment, or opinion?
I don't care.
We're going to find all that out.
I try to say something and you say, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, because we were talking about something and you kind of sidebarred.
I didn't sidebar. I was right on point. But that's not what you meant.
Exactly. So to me, it was a sidebar. To you, it was the point. Anyway, happy Tuesday to you. Keep drinking that coffee.
Between you, Heather, and Jay, I still don't understand women.
Well, that's a good thing that Laurina Anderson, our energy shifter, is here to help you.
I understand it even less.
Does she help you understand?
Not at all.
I don't know why we're so simply complicated, but not.
No, you are. You had that right the first time. I think we're
pretty simple.
No. There is absolutely nothing simple.
Understand. Don't you think?
I think he's just a little too simple.
I think we're pretty, we're simple to understand.
I swear to God, when you guys were born, there was like an instruction booklet somewhere in your body that we're supposed to read.
Can you imagine?
I can't understand a damn thing. And the funny thing is that you say something, you do that same thing, and then all of a sudden you switch. And I go, what happened? What do you mean you don't understand? It's like you gaslight me not to understand.
No, not at all. She got it. Yeah, I did. Well, look, everything is running so smooth and flowing here today. Isn't it beautiful?
Don't change the subject. Did you get the light in the corner?
She got it. You got a thumbs up.
So, Gato, now that you moved all my lights, I moved them all back, and I'm giving you more spotlights because he wants more spotlights. That's what we need, more spotlights.
It's a valid concern, she says.
Of course it is. Anything Gato does is a valid concern.
How you doing, Laurina? I got to get you a mic. I don't know if you're hooked up to anything or not.
Not yet.
All right, so I'll hold that one next to you.
That one's not connected either.
How do you know it's not connected? Oh, because we're putting you over there.
She's so funny because there was a mic right next to her. Wake up.
It's not hooked up. It's over there.
I got you, because it's over there. Got you.
See what I got to live through? You know it's over there.
How you been?
I've been fabulous. Absolutely
ready
wonderful.
for spring.
Well, you know something, I'm patiently waiting for that. Although I've got to say, I absolutely love this weather. I love the fact that it's like 65 in the morning and it goes up to 80 and it's
It makes you sick. The flu is going crazy. I love it.
oh, that's only because all the northerners are coming down. Come on.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I didn't know that was a northerner disease.
Yeah, well, that and traffic. Take your
Traffic
pick.
will always give you disease.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It'll do it. So
It's that inside car air.
today we're going to be talking about judgment, the epidemic of judgment.
It's
Yes.
at an all-high epidemic.
All right, so why don't we take a quick commercial break, move Laurina over to the other nook,
Let's go to the Lorena Nook.
the Laurina nook,
And
and
the
then we're
Laurina
going
nook.
to discuss the epidemic of judgment. I'm
I
really
think Heather
interested
should be there
because I
'cause
feel
she's
like
part
there's
of the
a
epidemic.
sliding scale of what it is. Because I was really thinking this in my head, like, no, that's
We think a
judgmental.
lot of stuff. Do you know that their epidemic is different than our epidemic? That's
100%.
different than everything in between.
Their age?
They're those people over there,
The younger folk,
the youngins.
Judgment, you
the
mean?
Gen X or Gen Zs or whatever.
All the ABCs over there are different epidemics than the next level, and it gets 4 levels before it gets to ours.
Interesting. All right, more to come. We'll be right back.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by 2 friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Hi, my name is Lisa Jensen. We are here in my store on North Federal Highway. It's a store where we do have a lot of design with affordable prices, and I'm making also luxury candles, like luxury purses. We do have a main collection of luxury brand watches, and we are here open every day, even the weekend, Sunday, and every morning from 10 to 4 p.m. Come around and visiting my store, and we do have a lot for the holidays. I look forward for seeing you.
Keep moving, baby. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving, baby. Let's dance all night. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving, baby. This feels so right. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving. 2, 3, 4. Put your shoes on the floor. Get it started. Let's go.
Do you remember the music of the 50s and 60s?
You better eat all your dinner, and you better be good in school, or you could end up
The
in a
songs
zoo.
that made you dance, laugh, and fall in love?
You know you could be better than a slimy fish.
The
that's
family,
all
the
wet,
food, the
gonna
fun,
get
and
caught,
the memories that
gonna
came
be
with that.
somebody's dinner.
Relive those golden days with Peter Tracy on PHT Live, where music and memories come alive. Like and subscribe today at PHT Live on YouTube and get entered to win a free t-shirt. Plus a chance to meet Peter live in studio. PHT Live with Peter Tracy, bringing back the good vibes. You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back in the comfy chairs. Welcome to the Nook.
Welcome to the Nook. All right, so today we are live with Laurina Anderson, our energy shifter, our energy boss. So let's roll her intro.
Or not.
This portion of the Brooklyn Cafe Show is brought to you by Laurina Anderson, the Energy Boss.
And we're back.
Hi, welcome. I'm Laurina Anderson, your energy boss or the energy shifter. And today I'm really excited because we're going to talk about the epidemic of judgment and how that is such a quiet little infiltration that ends up guiding all of our decision making. It guides the way that we interact with others. And it also inhibits our ability of really connecting and communicating with another person. So it's very insidious because it's quiet. And most people don't even realize that they're judging. The reason why we judge, it's kind of like a nervous system on the inside, because we want to find out, we want to be safe. Okay, and part of that safety means that we're trying to figure out right and wrong, because definitely we don't want to be wrong. So there's various things that sit in with judgment, such as self-righteousness, such as comparison, and I call that the little gremlin, the comparison gremlin. It also has to do with our morality, our standards, our rules, our regulations, okay? And a lot of times if we don't have the ability, and let me also emphasize that we do it to ourselves. So if we don't have the ability of feeling safe and feeling calm in a situation, we start pointing fingers. And what's really interesting is that when we point fingers, how many are pointing back at us? So it's really a very important thing to identify where we are projecting onto another human being or onto another situation. So it's instantaneous as well, because we are now living in a society where the internet, social media, everybody's looking for that instant gratification. It's kind of like people wanting to take a pill for instant relief, for instant healing, or say an ice cream cone. Instant gratification if we're feeling that we have been hurt in some manner. What we're really needing to look at is long-term fulfillment. And long-term fulfillment is quite different. With long-term fulfillment, we have the ability of discerning. And discerning is a much different energy level than judging. How you can tell that? Do you like being judged? I don't know many people who do, because it all happens to be about wrong and right. And a lot of times, it's coming from a place where you are going according to your own inner guidance. And sometimes if you're really busy on judging yourself on the inside, you're going to end up projecting that on someone else as well. This self-criticism can leave you in despair and depression. And it also keeps you stuck. And it keeps you stuck in your head, in your ego. Oh boy, I'm really not that good at this. I keep comparing myself to somebody else. They've got it much better than I do. They haven't had to deal with all the tragedy and all the circumstances and the abuse that I've had to deal with. And that just keeps you in victim mode, which ends up having you judging even more. So let me describe to you the difference between judgment and discernment again. Judgment, you're making things right or wrong. You're pointing fingers, whether it's at somebody else or at yourself. With discernment means that you get to feel what is right for yourself. And you feel that by going into your energy field, going internally, and being able to feel that from the inside. And just like with somebody judging you, you feel contracted,
negative energy. With discernment, you no longer have an emotional charge on it. You have the ability of looking, gosh, is this a good fit or not? Is this healthy for me? And you have the ability of walking away, of excusing yourself. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate the time that we've had together. However, this is no longer a good fit for me. What you end up doing then is not making it right or wrong. You come from your spirit and from your energy field. This is not where I need to be. This is not where I'm feeling loved. I'm not feeling supported. I'm not feeling as if somebody's got my back. I'm not growing from this particular relationship. I'm not growing and feeling expansive in this situation. So that's the difference between judging and discernment. So I really look forward. If there's some areas in your life where you continually judge or feel like a victim to whatever circumstances you had to deal with or the people that you're in with, give me a call. I'll give my office telephone number, or email me, because those are the best ways to get a hold of me, and then we can heal, because I don't hold judgment. I don't hold judgment as to the society and what's going on out in front of me, because I have no control over it, none whatsoever. And not only that, but if I judged within my own sessions, no one would ever heal. And my success rate is like 98%. So I am not going to sacrifice that by any means by judging what's going on out here in society or what somebody is telling me when they're sitting in front of me in my sessions. So I hope this has added some level of clarity to the question of judgment versus discernment and how to raise our vibrational frequency, because like energy begets like. If you're constantly judging out there, you're going to be constantly judged in here. When you have the ability of discerning and not making anybody right or wrong coming from your spirit, then that's what you will receive as well. And if you're not, back up. Don't put yourself in that situation. Thank you.
I like that. That's amazing. But I need to ask you, what is judgment? My clothes don't fit. Judgment?
Is that
fact?
I don't know.
My clothes don't fit. I feel.
But wait a minute. Your clothes don't fit. What are you saying about yourself then?
Well, that's my question. Where does it go from fact to judgment?
Well, it's probably a fact, but how are you handling it? If you're saying my clothes don't fit, what are you saying about yourself? Oh, geez, I'm too fat. Look, I got to get on a diet. I got to lose some weight.
That's judgment.
That's judgment. But if it's a fact, oh, well, this thing isn't fitting so well. Okay, I've got another outfit I can wear. And not only that, but if you've got something that is not quite fitting or that has outdone its usefulness, give that to somebody who will love it. Because you wore it for how long? It's all in love, and judgment is not cohesive with love because it's too busy pointing fingers. It's too busy turning around and having somebody else be the blame guy. It's too, I mean, we victimize ourselves all the time. I mean, if we put out this and then we start criticizing ourselves, how does that feel? Then we're a victim to ourselves. Oh, you know, I shouldn't have eaten so much. Oh my God, the holidays, I got to go on a diet, you know. All this rambling that happens up in the head. Instead of you coming down into your spirit and saying, well, this doesn't fit. I can go on a diet if I want to. I can make changes because I have the power to make changes. Do I want to make the change? There's the bottom line. Do I really want to make the change? Do I want to go on a diet? Do I want to lose weight? And if you do, fabulous, then keep the outfit. If you don't, then give it to somebody else to love it. You know, that's how I ended up selling 4 homes. I went around and I spread love in every single room. I thanked it for its memories. I thanked it for keeping me safe. I thanked it for providing memories for me. And when I did that, the people that bought it could feel the love. Same thing with your clothes. If your clothes don't fit, if you wore them, it's got your energy on it. Give it with love.
What about in business?
Yes, please.
The discernment. This no longer serves me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not making me feel complete.
Yeah.
One side. The other side is, but what if? What if that is a good deal? What if it's just my ego versus, you know what, that client might be good for Freddie, but maybe it's not good for me.
Okay, that's discernment, honey. That's not judgment. Discernment means that you're feeling on the inside it's not a good fit and it's not healthy. And maybe it is a great fit for Freddie. So you just transfer it over. Here, Freddie, you work with this.
Business is not personal.
Oh, sure it is.
Well, it shouldn't be.
No, yeah, of course it should be.
And no, it shouldn't be.
No, it should be.
I make business decisions not based on personal decisions. I make it on the best of the business, because if I had it my way, I probably wouldn't be open.
Really? I don't believe that for a minute. I
Oh,
think
if
that you would be open.
If you
would be
were
totally
to
open, my dear.
spend 30 days in my shoes with what I have to put up with, it's gotten to a point that I've had to spread that love.
To Heather?
And they're laughing. They know what I'm talking about, because it gets to a point where, and I'm one of the most positive people I know. I make fun of things. There's a big difference. It's gotten to a point that people have lost their minds.
Well, discernment or judgment? Or fact?
Well, that's a judgment call,
Okay, so
unfortunately.
tell me where it is that you believe you've lost your mind.
Not me.
Oh, yeah.
They've lost their mind.
Now you're projecting on somebody else.
Oh,
and,
no,
and
no,
now
it's
you're
actually
coming
me.
back and you're saying, oh, I've lost my mind. I can't do this anymore. You know, if you sat in my shoes for 30 days, you have no idea what I've had to put up with.
Okay, so I have to deal with why you get to sit there in these chairs and the color of the chair and the things behind you, and why aren't you sitting over there, which has nothing to do with the person that's asking me this. So
Okay.
So
you're making a decision, right?
But there is the business decision.
But you're making a decision.
I'm making
And-
a business decision.
Okay, excellent. But it's also a personal decision as well, because you're coming from your spirit, your knowledge, your intellect, your brilliance.
Well, that's another word for it. My personal is when I tell them it's none of your business. Then I just turned it personal, no?
Why do you tell them it's none of their business? Where you
Because
sit,
I don't
where
like
you're going.
15,000 people telling me how to run my business. It doesn't make any sense.
No. Then you're looking outside yourself. That's called external power. You're looking outside
It's
yourself.
not about power. It's about trying to get things done. You can't make a cake with 15 chefs.
Oh, exactly. So
But
why?
this is what happens.
But why? No, you're directing. You direct your employees. They listen to you.
No, I'm not talking about the employees. I'm talking about the outside agents. The
We
outside
love our employees.
I know.
I'm giving them now. I'm making them chefs and letting them, because maybe you're right. Maybe the problem is I'm too close to it, and I'm looking at it too closely.
Well,
and it becomes past personal.
see, what I want to explain though also is that everything that is personal is business as well. Okay, that's why you have. I mean, I'm in my soul when I'm in my business.
Yes.
Okay, and that happens to be personal as well.
But that works for you, yes.
That works for everyone.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
but
it
okay.
does.
Well,
It works
we're
for
gonna
everyone.
agree to disagree.
Well,
Don't
I
you
have.
think your business is you?
Yes,
your
of course it
soul,
is.
Sometimes.
your heart of who you are.
Sometimes.
Like this studio is us.
But this studio is outside of other things. There are other things that we've done. There's ramifications for some of the things that I say and do. People think this is real life.
Well, let's clarify then. What we're talking about is the roles that you play in certain areas of your life. Like, I had to go New Year's Eve, to Chicago to play mom. All right? The other role that I play is, of course, a life and energy coach. The other role that I play is a wife. Another role that I play
But
is
those are
a cook.
personal issues. That's
No.
not business.
It is all of me. It is
but
all
there's
of
a
me.
personal use.
Even in my business,
When you go
it's
to,
all of me.
When you go talk in front of 500 people, or you go one-on-one with a CEO, and he begins to bleed, or she begins to bleed her problems onto you, that's personal. That ain't business. That's what a shrink does.
No, that's business and personal.
Yes, I understand the gray area there. But when you talk to a person, they say, "Okay, I want to learn how to relate to my business, to my associates, or to my workers, or to my interns. And
How
I
do
go
you
to
speak
you,
to
I
them?
want you to explain to me what I have to do better to speak to them. That ain't personal, that's business.
That's still personal.
No. See, if I make it personal, that's what got me in the soup to begin with. True?
Okay, when you talk to your employees, you are taking on a particular role, but you're still coming from your authentic self, aren't you?
I'm trying. Not always.
Yes,
If I was to
Dawn
be
just said
honest.
yes.
You
Don't hate
always
me.
come from your authentic self.
You come
That's
from your
not true.
authentic
You've
self.
cloned two
That's-
of them
that's
already
not
in
true.
here.
That's not
you
true.
got Jay and Gata.
I knew she was going in that direction. That's not true. I would like them to be themselves at the level that I see them. So that's Michael Jordan teaching how to dunk the ball.
To a certain extent, but remember that they might not live up to your potential.
That's okay.
Oh, but that's judgment again,
It's
because
not.
maybe it's
I didn't
not
judge them
potential.
because I didn't say that. You did.
No, I didn't say anything.
Potential to what I already see the greatness of what they
But
are.
if they haven't reached that point yet, then
But
who
I didn't
knows
say that
if they
either.
can.
You said it.
But how do you personally always stay in this position, this space of love? Because I'm even listening to this conversation and you're just loving this whole thing about him. Even though he's doing Freddie, you're like, but I love you and I'm holding space for you and I feel that and you're loving your house and you're loving your clothes. People are watching you saying, how is she doing this? Because like I can be loving for this second, but that person over there might really irk me and I can't be loving to them. How do you stay in this space of love?
Because I connect with their soul. There's a difference between humanness and your soul. Okay? So when you come from your soul, then you see the beauty and the perfection in the soul and how it is evolving all the time. Now there's the humanness. The humanness involves the ego, fear, denial, and these little gremlins, and one of them happens to be a comparison. You know, and comparison is part of the judgment. Self-righteous, he's doing better than I am, look at where I'm at, all this other kind of stuff. So when you're coming from the soul and you are feeling the spirit of who you are, then you're automatically sharing that love with each and every other person. Because you're not stuck in the humanness of that individual, you are connecting with the soul itself. It's kind of like conversation versus communication.
Yeah, but you're able to do that. A lot of people can't. You see, I was married, I got divorced. I was married, I got divorced. So I was communicating until I wasn't. It's the longevity of what you do that makes you different. Okay, but I can't compare myself to what you do either. You're kind of scary in my world. I'm just being honest. I can't do what you do. I can't do what these ladies do.
Well, I can't do what you do. Hello.
I know a lot of people.
You know, we all have our own certain talents that we come into this world with. And they're based on what our soul contract is. Okay? Because we do not come in here haphazard. We have a purpose, a meaning, a talent, and there's a reason for us to be here. I understand the difference between the soul coming in and then the humanness that doesn't remember what the soul signed up for.
That's the problem. Ring a bell. You don't remember what you
What
signed
my
up
soul
for.
signed up for?
Yeah.
That could be true.
So if you get
I
aggravated-
remember what my soul signed up for.
If a person gets aggravated with people, and they come to you and you say to them, well, this is their point of view, it's okay. You don't have to do business with them.
Or if you do business with them, what are you learning about yourself?
Well, I never met anybody who said that before, but okay.
Well,
that's a different switch.
Everyone that you encounter, okay, let me explain it to you like a mirror. All right, we look into this mirror and we say, I don't like what I see out here.
Mm-hmm.
So then we pick up the comb and we start combing the mirror.
Start combing the mirror.
Start combing the mirror out here. Tell me how much changes. Nothing. We have to pick up the comb and comb our own hair to see the change out here. So what I do is that I teach people, sorry, he just got finished lifting his hat to show me that he has no hair. So what we need to do is take a look to see how we interact with others, how we allow others to affect who we are, how we show up, the decisions that we make. And then you have to check in with yourself. Does this feel right for me? Is this a good move? Is this the right kind of decision? Or are you coming from fear? Or are you coming from lack of money, lack and limitation? Oh, that's a big one. Or are you coming from the place of, oh, yes, this is where we need to go. This is where my business needs to go. This is how I interact with people. I teach salesmen all the time.
But then if you do that and you come to the realization there's a part of you don't like because of the way you were handling the situation, is that judgment?
That is awareness.
Not judgment.
Judgment allows you to open the door to your own awareness. Where is it that I'm not showing up? What is it that I'm doing out there that is bringing back this feedback? How am I handling this particular situation? What do I need to heal? Where have I been hurt? Why can't I connect? Where's the communication level? And there's a difference between communication and conversation. Conversation happens up in your head. Communication happens with another person and yourself because you are communing with that individual. You're communing with that soul. And that's what I do. I commune with souls. I commune with even the individuals that might talk behind my back. It's okay. That's their humanness. It's not their soul. And they just haven't awakened yet. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you could do it, man,
I feel like she's this soul fairy, and wow,
I hope you get
amazing
all
how it
this.
is to be
You get
her.
all this?
So if we're not our authentic selves, even in business, we're sending out whatever vibration is that we're bringing back those things that don't sit right.
Exactly.
And they will continue to not sit right because they don't resonate with our soul.
Do you know, we create certain situations out here to show us where the wounds are on the inside and what we need to heal. And a lot of times those people come into our life and they create chaos, or they create a competition, or they create difficulties so that we can go inside and say, okay, why am I allowing this individual to affect me? What is that person making me feel about myself, and why am I allowing that? It's kind of like, you know, people, like your head. This is one of the reasons why it's really important to get present and quiet this thing down. Because when you stay in your head and it's going around in circles all the time, what ends up happening is that you're constantly either arguing or fighting with the other person that's not even there.
Sure.
You know, I mean, like you can have an argument with your husband or whatever, or your partner, and they're not even there for the last 4 hours, but you still are going round and round and round in circles in your head. You're still having the argument. I call it the mental mob scene.
That's what you call it? Mental
mob scene, because it will take over. And it loves playing, because it will take on your ego and your fear, and then denial. Oh no, that's not me. Oh no, I'm fine, no problem, right? And then those little itty bitty gremlins. I don't have enough. I don't have people to support me. I'm damaged. I'm unlovable. I'm not good enough. And that takes over our beingness, our humanness. And then that just perpetuates that same cycle over and over again, showing us where the wound is and what we need to heal.
Laurina Anderson needs her own call-in show.
Granny Mobster.
Granny Mobster? Thank you. You really do. You need like a whole call-in show like Ask Laurina, because it opens up so many conversations that we don't even have enough time to get to them. All right, so before we go to commercial, how do people email you?
You can email me at la@ishiftyourenergy.com, or you can call my office, which is 954-647-5525, or go on my website. Send me an email via my website, which is www.ishiftyourenergy.com.
And I've seen a lot of your stuff on LinkedIn. I see that people write in.
Yes.
There's some people in there having these conversations about a mile long. I said, well, you just call
So
a
many
woman.
conversations that open up. Contact Laurina. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society, and of course, more with Laurina and Helen together. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome to Texas Roadhouse.
Black train coming round the bend. Go! Yeah. One time.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
Welcome to Working Nurses Home Care, where your private care is our priority. We provide medical and supportive private duty care all under one agency serving Broward, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast. From long-term care and companionship to recovery support, our nurses, therapists, and home health aides are here for you. We accept most major insurances including United Medicare, Aetna, Humana, Oscar, Cigna, and Medicare. Count on us for care that you can trust. Call Broward at 954-916-7458 or Palm Beach at 561-409-0767. Visit us at www.workingnurseshomecare.com. At Working Nurses Home Care, we are here to serve and support.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back.
We're back. You ready to see what the moon and the stars and everything have in alignment?
I'm going to tell you, sometimes life, so funny.
We're here with Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society because here is our Tuesday forecast. Let's roll it.
Here I am.
All right, Helen, what is happening with the stars?
Well, we had the moon in Scorpio, so we were all about emotions and passions and maybe disagreements, but now the moon has moved into Sagittarius, so we have to be positive. But the problem is Sagittarius is negative to the two planets that are still lingering in Pisces. So that's your sign. And so it's the final phase. They're in the final degree. And now we have to overcome feelings, as we were discussing before. Feelings of not being happy with oneself,
of thinking about all the things in the past, like, why did I do that? Why didn't I do this? Relationship issues, parent issues, all those things that are lingering in the subconscious. This is the final phase. You're either going to walk away from them and start with a positive new Aries energy that's coming up, an Aquarius energy that's coming up, or you're going to dwell in the negative Pisces energy. And if you would stay in the Pisces energy, then you're just going to start moving backwards, because you won't be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are going to be presented.
So what are Aries energies compared to Pisces energies?
Pisces energies are emotion. Pisces energies are spiritual, intuitive, and sixth sense advancement. Pisces energies are healing. They're creative, music, art. Those are Pisces energies. Aries is now fire. Aries is the first sign, so Aries is the sign of the leader, the pioneer, the adventurous, the enthusiast, and the idea person. So we're into the Aries energies, and we need to be at a higher rate of speed in order to be able to capture these energies and incorporate them into a benefit for ourselves. So if we're hanging around in Pisces, if we're dwelling on the negative, if we're, digging out all the negative things that are in our subconscious, and we haven't cleared out the subconscious of all these energies and promoted positive, emotional, intuitive, spiritual, healing energies, we're not going to be able to live up to the vibrations of the Aries energies.
But you would think it sounds like they should go together, right? It sounds like you've got the fiery sign that wants to move forward, but you need the compassion and the intuition to harness it all together versus one versus another.
Right, so we should have developed that in the last 2.5 years when Saturn was in Pisces, bringing out all those negative things for us to deal with. You're dealing with fire and water, so water douses fire. So it's an emotional energy, but fire is, hard, fast, sometimes can be cruel. It's like the sign of the soldier, the war fighter, as they're called now. And so we need to make things happen in Aries. We need to move ahead. We need to improve our social life. We can't sit around home brooding and worrying and wondering. Aries is not really a sign that worries a lot. They just jump into it and see how it ends up.
That's what it sounds like to me, that either you sit and die or you get up and do something. It sounds to me like the door has opened now to physically, let's go mentally, physically, and let's do this thing. Is that correct?
Yes.
So if you don't do that, the opposite of yin is yang, then you're going to end up staying behind.
Right.
So,
but we can't. Nobody can afford to stay behind. I mean, we're
Not
all
anymore.
propelled or compelled or whatever it is. Choose to make changes. So let's choose to make positive changes. Let's love ourselves. Let's have learned where we made mistakes and not repeat them, and move ahead with a positive goal.
But then let me ask you the biggest question. Moving forward, you can't be afraid to do it. You can't do it reluctantly. You can't do it with a billion questions, because that's really moving backwards if you're doing it with so much hesitancy. Is that true?
True, and so Aries doesn't hesitate. Aries just
Trailblazer.
Fire.
What sign are you?
Trailblazer.
What sign are you? Maybe you were born with a DNA.
See, here's what I'm thinking, Helen, because I hear what you're saying, but then I hear what Laurina's saying, and it's like, but if the deal doesn't feel good in my soul, then I don't want to do it. But maybe that's my ego, and I should jump in and do it with your intuition.
But don't be looking at me.
Right? So it's like this big triangle thing.
The other thing, too, is that you have to take a look to see where your emotional charge is and why you're charged. Because that's one of the things that you will have to internalize and say,
But
okay,
the stars tell her.
what is that?
See, Helen, I'm always like, let's go. And then I'm like, oh, but I don't
Well, you got
really
that
wanna...
Mercury in Pisces, it's going to hold you back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you see, I didn't know that part.
You have Mercury in Pisces, too.
But now you're holding
We
me
have
back.
the exact same
6
Mercury in
degrees,
Pisces.
both of them.
Yeah, but I mean, add 6 and 6 is 12, baby.
So sometimes they feed off each other's negativity and hesitancy.
Where's that bell?
Yeah. That's good, Helen.
Wow.
That's
So
good.
it works against. It also works in the other direction. Besides positive, you can.
It depends on where the other planets are. Like right now, the moon's in Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Pisces are in stress aspect.
Oh,
so you're going to nitpick. You're going to make mountains out of molehills. So that for the next
Wow.
couple of days, you may not
What'd I
come
tell
to
you?
any conclusion.
How do you always know?
So that's how the planets react, you know. And luckily, the moon
Wow.
only stays in Sagittarius for 2 days. But on the other hand, if you're an Aries, if you're a Sagittarius, if you're a Leo, now is the time where you get really great ideas, where you can communicate with people, and they'll help you achieve your goals. So now that's a good time for you to move ahead. Whereas not a good time for maybe Virgo and Pisces to move ahead.
I need an aspirin. You're 100% right, which is scary.
I guess you're
Because-
scared of both of
but
us,
this is
Helen.
But this is
The two
what
of them
happened
together,
today.
forget it.
And it just you don't see it coming, and when it hits you, you're like, "Where'd this come from? And where'd this come from?"
And speaking of that, so I was looking at books, and I came across this book that was written in 1988 about out-of-body experiences,
Okay.
and people who died and came back. And the man was saying that this is the beginning of a new dawn of mankind. We're leaving the fifth age, supposedly. This is what philosophers have said. We're leaving the fifth age of man. We're going to the sixth age of man. And what's happening is the veil, which is preventing us from seeing what's beyond death, has been lifted for a lot of people due to medical advancements, due to spiritual quickening. So a lot more people have cosmic consciousness, and they're not afraid of death like they used to be.
Yep.
So this is how the age of Aquarius is starting to move ahead and give people enlightenment and knowledge. And the overall feeling that people had was that they had an extreme love of God, because God permeated all things. However you see God, whether you see it as a person, an energy, a feeling, a force, they all felt it.
But this was 1988. So let's fast forward to 2026.
So how many more people have been saved who would have, in olden days, not
Would've
been
died
saved
earlier?
and came back?
I buy that.
NDEs,
I'll
near-death
buy that.
experiencers.
Yes, and then there's people who consciously are able to leave their bodies, like whether they're in a dream state or before they go to sleep. And so a lot of people said that they didn't want to come back, but they knew they had to because they had still work to be accomplished here. They also said that it was a feeling of where they had to squeeze themselves into the physical body in order to accommodate it. And then they knew that they had work to do, and they were more anxious to do it. They understood the cosmic reason for it and the sole purpose of it. And so that's why in this age where the planets have been in Pisces, a lot more people have become spiritually aware and cosmically conscious.
Is this going to continue, or does this have an ending?
Totally continue.
This will continue in the sense that now Pluto is in Aquarius. The planets are moving into Aquarius. Uranus will be moving into Gemini, and Saturn and Neptune are moving into Aries. So now these are all positive, visionary signs and signs of us going into outer space and realizing more about where we came from, what our history was, our ancient history, and what space and time really mean.
That's so interesting. So imagine having an NDE, a near-death experience, and your soul is hovering, and you've got the choice, right?
You don't have a choice.
Do you come
do have a
back, or
choice.
do you not? And you look down, like you just said, and said, you know what? I'm going back because I got things to do.
Well-
Do you think those people have a shift in perspective when they come back and they connect more with their soul?
Always.
Always. But you always have a choice. But what spirit will show you, or your spirit guides, is what you're going to be missing should you stay in heaven. And then they show you, okay, well, this is part of your soul mission. This is part of your divine life purpose. This is part, and the soul gets to identify whether or not it wants to go back into the body or if it wants to stay in heaven.
But there's a silver cord, and if it's attached, you have to go back.
All right. So
What's
this
the
has
silver
gotten.
cord?
Silver cord?
To go back to
have
the
to go
human
back.
world?
It
Come back?
attaches you to the body. You could travel out of the body, but the silver cord will bring you back. If the silver cord is severed, then you don't come back.
And that's why you have ghosts that walk around, because it wasn't severed and they still didn't go back.
I don't know about that.
No.
Anyway, so aside from that, so we have the moon in Sagittarius for the next 2 days. Then it will be moving into Capricorn. And all the planets have been in Capricorn. And I said this rules banking and finance and investments and real estate and, you know, money in the bank. And so now I said there was going to be regulations that was going to change banking. So I don't know if you've heard, but it's about time that they lower those interest rates, because that's the inflated, part of the inflated national debt is 30%. I don't know about any of you, 24%. How about 30% interest on credit cards?
That's crazy. I've seen them at like 27, 28%.
Yep.
Yeah, but to bring it down, what are you going to bring it down to? 24, 22?
10
Yeah, but that's not
for
gonna
a year.
I see
But that's not
mortgage
gonna
rates after looking at what, the mid-5s now?
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Mortgage rates, I think, are 5 or 4.5, 5, around there. See, the problem is that you can't just drop them, because and then you burn up the economy, because everybody gets crazy and you're back to inflation again. And inflation
Well,
hasn't left.
I think everyone's
I think
just
people will be
crazy.
paying off their credit cards because they're like, you're like on a chain to them, you know? You can't get out of it.
It's true.
Yes, everything you pay, you don't break even. But the problem is credit card usage is up.
Because people can't afford anything else. It's this crazy cyclical cycle.
It was up before that, too.
So there should be improvements and changes in banking now
Yes,
that make
absolutely.
it more reasonable and more affordable. Is all I'm saying.
Agreed.
The focus is now on banks, but the focus is going to Aquarius, and so the Aquarius, as I said, 268 years ago, Pluto entered Aquarius, and it was the American Revolution starting and the battles for freedom. And now we're seeing new battles for freedom. And as I said, and as you agreed last week, the dictators are going to slowly but surely fade away and be deposed.
I know, now you got Iran, you got a whole bunch of crazies lined up as well.
Well, it's time.
Well, the funny thing is that the guy goes along, the president goes along and says, okay, I'm going to be just as crazy as you, maybe crazier. And they look at him now and they say, well, this guy is crazy. So you know how you get rid of bad people? Sometimes you got to act bad. It's really strange the way this whole thing works out. It's just strange. I don't know. Maybe we should call Trump and tell him, listen, the signs, I guess the signs are not to get rid of these people? Is that the good sign to do
The
this?
signs are that people are rising up against the
Like
dictators.
Iran, right? You got that going on.
Here in
there.
the United States.
Yeah.
Just like, the French Revolution, American Revolution, the people rose up against the kings. They were like dictators. But anyway, aside from that, so here are some of the changes that are coming up. Venus is going to enter Aquarius on Thursday. Mercury is going to enter Aquarius on the 21st. The Sun will enter Aquarius on Friday the 19th, and then Mars will enter Aquarius on the 24th. So the emphasis now is on the fire and air signs on Aquarius and Aries coming up. Saturn will enter Aries on Valentine's Day. Neptune enters Aries on the 28th of this month. And then Uranus will be entering Gemini on April 20th. So these are major changes. These planets haven't been in these same signs for a long time. So there's going to be a lot of changes in society, and hopefully more harmony and more coming together in the middle for everyone, because everyone is going to have more vision, more tolerance, more positivity, and certainly more money.
I hold you responsible for what's happening in the NFL.
What's happening in the NFL?
All new teams.
Go Bears!
All new teams. You got the Bears, you got the Chargers, you got
Love it.
teams, the Rams, you got teams in there. The Texans, who nobody knew these teams were going to rise and be there. None of them.
San Francisco.
All new kinds of things are going to arise that we can't even imagine now.
It's just crazy.
You think people are going to start coming together More harmony, as you say? More.
I think so because, Aries, Gemini, these are all gregarious signs. These are all signs that like people, that like society, that want to be around people. They're not signs like the water and earth signs that are more central oriented, more personal goals. These are more universal signs. These are more signs where people want to make life better, where people want to make society more even and accessible for people to rise up and improve themselves financially and to have freedom of speech and be able to manage their lives on their own. They don't, especially Aries, they don't want anybody telling them what to do.
Oh,
That is true.
Wow.
It gets more true the older I get.
Wow.
It's so
Granny
funny because I
mobster.
used to think that was like a pet peeve. I didn't like being micromanaged. But the older I get, I really don't like being micromanaged. Because I'll get it all done on my own time.
Right.
Is that
so
an Aries thing? Or
that's
is that
an
just a me
Aries thing. Yeah.
That's a Dawn thing.
Don't manage me. Don't tell me what to do. I'm the force. I'm the leader, and I know best.
Well, I just know that I'm going to get it done on my own time. Eventually.
That sounds like my husband, though. Yeah, you're always right. No matter what, you're always right. Because I'm an Aries as well, right? You're always right. You're never wrong.
Aries?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, boy,
honey.
butting heads.
Aries
the ram.
It's the level of you're always right. You're always right.
I'm not
The
always
level.
right. I just get
Sometimes
it done
it's
eventually.
really high.
I'm not always right either, but I know how to apologize when I'm not.
Wow. Wow. Well, okay. Yeah,
That's important in a relationship.
It is,
really, to
absolutely.
admit you're wrong, but that's important in any relationship. But let's just hope that we do things right and we don't have to apologize for being wrong anymore because we're in a positive, happy, emotionally stable environment.
I feel like Aquarius should be loving, like the age of Aquarius, like Woodstock, like loving and giving. Is that
It's
the same
utopian,
feel? That's how I
it's
feel.
utopian. Aquarius is involved in goals where everybody's happy, everybody's doing well, and we're all working together. That's the utopia. That's the
Community.
vision that Aquarius has. And as a society, we are working towards that goal.
Yeah, community. Absolutely.
Community, yes.
Yep.
Jalen's like that.
Now, in relationships, that's not so good. Capricorn is more interested in relationships when they can tear themselves away from work, but Aquarius is more interested in friendships. They want to keep it light. They want to keep it airy. You can't contain them. You can't dominate them. You can't force them. They have their goals. They have their vision. They communicate with all kinds of people on a friendly level where they don't have to get emotionally involved and bogged down with that. And so, we have to keep our relationships at a friend level right now. And if we want commitment, we'll have to wait until Venus and all the planets change signs into Pisces, which is a more committable sign.
When is that? Not for a
Well,
while?
that'll be, towards the third week of February, they'll start moving.
So this is only a short period that we're in Aquarius?
The Pluto in Aquarius is a 20-year period for the freedom of people and the getting rid of all, people that, are oppressed. The short-term cycle, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and a little bit Mars, because it takes 18 months to go around the zodiac. It's 6 weeks in a sign. But most of these inner planets close to the sun, they change with the sun within 30 days. Mercury's 3 weeks. It stays in a sign. Venus is a month. And so Mars is 6 weeks. So these planets are never that far away from the sun.
So this Aries crankiness is going to last how long?
I'm not cranky.
I didn't say Aries was crazy.
I'm not cranky.
You know
We're
what I'm
fiery.
asking.
We're a little spicy.
You know what I'm asking?
Well, okay, so, the sun will go into Aries in March at the vernal equinox. But Saturn will be in Aries for 2.5 years. Neptune will be in Aries for 14 years. So this is a long-term cycle, but it's going to be a really good space age cycle, a really good coming together of humanity cycle. But there's a lot of work to be done, and there's still a lot of disagreement. Aries is, we got to compromise. We got to come together. You can't always have your way. That's the opposite sign of Aries, Libra, the sign of diplomacy and compromise and justice. So Aries, Aries is going to have to learn to compromise, and that'll be the next lesson. But, Aries is pretty much moving ahead.
Trailblazer.
It's all good.
Love it.
2.5 years on them.
and then we're going to go into the Jupiter cycle. Jupiter will enter Leo in the 1st of July. So then the goals and aspirations and ideas of Aries are going to take root and become more successful and become more stable. So right now we've got ideas, we've got patents, we've got inventions, so we have to work those out. We got to get our prototypes, and so then in July we'll be ready to, launch our brand and get into the nitty-gritty of actually getting it done.
It's going to be an interesting year.
It'll be a very interesting year, and I think, with Jupiter in Cancer, which is the sign that rules the United States, we're going to do well financially. So I think all the promise of all the things that are coming are really going to play out, and people are going to be a lot happier come July.
Excellent. We use some good news.
Happiness is a good thing.
I wanted to ask you, made a comment there last week that the signs have colors.
Yes.
Is that because of their frequency, or what kind of colors?
Well, Aries is red, ruled by Mars. Taurus is pink, and light pink and blue, ruled by Venus. Gemini is yellow, ruled by Mercury. And Cancer is silver, ruled by the moon. Leo is orange and gold, ruled by the sun. Virgo is dark blue and dark green, ruled by Mercury, the second sign that Mercury rules. Libra is ruled by Venus again, so that's pink, blue. And Scorpio is ruled by the deeper part of Mars, which is like carmine, cranberry, like a darker red. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, is purple, and Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, is brown. And Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, is sky blue.
Wow. And what's Pisces?
Pisces, ruled by the ocean, is turquoise, turquoise green, turquoise blue, those colors.
Very cool.
Interesting. Like your eyes.
You're red.
Bright red.
What can I tell you?
Another one over there.
Bright red.
Jeez. What sign are you?
Aquarius.
What color was
We
Virgo?
did Aquarius and Virgo last week. Aquarius is sky blue. Virgo is dark green or dark blue. Virgo rules the forest. Aquarius is the water bearer, so it's blue.
Awesome. All right. How do people reach you, Helen?
I'm on Cosmic Astrology Society on Facebook. Join my group, please. And also I'm on TikTok as the Cosmic Astrologer.
All right. More to come on the other side of this commercial break. See, separate they're great, but together it's like, what can I tell you?
You're on overdrive.
Me?
Yeah.
More to come. We'll be right back.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
Imagine this. A loved one, a son or a daughter, has just suffered from a life-threatening accident. They're transported to a state trauma hospital, and despite being in the care of professional physicians, they tragically pass away due to preventable medical errors. As if this was not tragic enough, then finding out that legal statutes in the state of Florida devalue your loved one's life to zero. This is what we are fighting against. Come join Edward Salazar as he discusses the issues surrounding free kill laws and how to resolve them. Catch The Fight Against Free Kill Laws with Ed Salazar on Monday, 5 p.m. on all social media. Learn who we are and join our cause today.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilzen Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilzen. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilzen Art Gallery today.
Get ready for a night where rock energy meets soul grooves. Rock Meets Soul brings the original artists to the stage, performing the hits that define generations in this rock and soul crossover concert event, featuring John Oates,
You're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway.
Firefall,
Just remember I love you, and it'll be alright.
Will Hart of the original Delphonics, Radio, Randy Hall, and John Ford Coley.
I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life.
Hosted by Tyrone Dubois. Coming Saturday, March 21st to the beautiful Meisner Park Amphitheater in Boca Raton. Tickets and show information are available at rockmeetsoul.eventbrite.com.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Here are some things to look forward to in 2026. The Winter Olympics are coming in February. Additionally, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run will be available on Netflix in March. In April, the Super Mario Galaxy movie will be released in theaters, and in May, we have Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, which is supposed to be a Lego Batman game that plays like the Arkham games. And then in June, Pride Month is coming up. Along with that, in July, we have Spider-Man, Brand New Day coming to theaters. After that in August it's Stone Fruit season, so pick up some Stone Fruit. September and October both have 2 movies, September for Clayface and October for Street Fighter. All of these are coming before GTA 6, which is coming in November, along with Avengers Doomsday coming in December.
Pete, I didn't see it on my phone. And we're back.
How do you like that? I'm glad she puts it in layman's terms for you.
I like when 2 ladies come in here and they make the complications of life you would think easier, but they just complicate it.
I think you just have to reassess what's going on. Well, maybe you don't. I just have to reassess the conversation in my brain. The conversation versus the communication that I can have with you.
I don't have enough room to do that. Your
Is it
brain
more
must
of a
be
female
bigger.
thing than a male thing?
No, it's a human thing, and it's a spirit thing.
Maybe I'm not a human.
You are definitely a human.
Did you reconnect?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Am I reconnected? Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But
Jay, can we ISO her, please? Thanks.
What's really interesting, though, is that everybody has the same capabilities. It's whether or not the head is going to allow you to experience that capability and allow you to grow and expand and really experience the internal communication with yourself and identifying how that communication within yourself is really your authentic self.
But you get choice. So depending
You do
on what
get a
you
choice.
decide to pick, you want the red pill or the blue pill.
Well, it's all connected to free will.
It is. But what gets me mad is people say, I got no pill.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
And then they
I
just
think
go,
it's fabulous.
They're just gonna do the
no
hard work.
pills.
They go about their business, and these are the people sometimes that try to throw things off, or they compete with you for brain power. I don't have all that.
They can if you allow it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, more choice.
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
interesting. But I'm going to like envision Laurina is with me through all of my conversations in my brain and doing business dealings. It's about, see, we always said, I always said everyone should get a trophy. And he's always like, no, not everyone can get a trophy. But I feel out of love, everyone is deserving of something.
Yeah, so giving them your attention. The greatest thing that you can give another individual is your attention. It's called paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because you cannot pay attention with $1. You pay attention by quieting the mind and taking your attention and listening.
But you would have to be in the room to do that.
Oh no, as a matter of fact, because we're all energy, a lot of times you can have communication with another and not have them be in the room at all.
So we're in a business meeting and she gets up at least after 30 seconds.
I'm sending it my love.
She's sending the love into the, is that what you're telling me?
Send the love, absolutely.
It's from outer space, it's coming to me.
Yeah, it's source energy, and we're all energy.
So when I look around and says, well, wonder what doing, and then I make a deal that when she comes back in the room, she says, we're not doing that. Well, if you would have been here, that love you sent me probably got turned to the left.
But you have to be aware of the communication that's coming to you.
Sometimes deals are created, not planned. And what happens is when you do creative deals like that, you have to be present.
Feel my energy.
Oh, God.
Very well said. That's why it's so important to be present
Yes, well,
in the
tell
moment.
people stop running out of the room, and we're in good shape.
It's very interesting. See, she's always happy. Has she always been like this all these
Always,
years?
always.
It's
like-
taken a while, but yes, absolutely. Because life is so beautiful. It is so miraculous, and I am in love with life. No matter what happens, I am in love with life.
Have you
I
ever had
don't
an
love
argument?
life.
She's an Aries, of course.
Of course, I'm an Aries. I'm a trailblazer, honey.
So when you have an argument with somebody, what do? You love them to death until you get them to see things your way?
Sometimes I step away from discernment, asking myself whether or not this is healthy for me, if it's a good fit, if it feels right. I'm not making him right or wrong. I'm just stepping away.
So there's no argument. It's just a
No
matter of
argument.
opinion?
Why would there be?
Well, they
I'm not
don't-
trying to make anybody right. I'm not trying to make
But
anybody
if they
wrong.
don't agree with what you say, and you tell them, well, this is the way it is. There's an argument, no?
This is what I'm doing because I'm in charge of who I am. I am the authority of my reality.
Yes, but so is the person you're talking to.
Well, that's all right. They can be an authority of their own reality.
So you
It
can have
doesn't
two
mean
realities?
it doesn't mean that I have to clash with another person.
No, I'm asking, have you ever had an argument with anybody?
Yeah, not very
How
often.
do you rectify it? How do you get out yourself going along with an argument?
I take a good look inside of myself, and then I ask myself, okay, does this happen to be something that I need to take a look at, or does this belong to the other person?
Interesting.
That's discernment.
So you can walk away from an argument.
Absolutely. You don't have to be in an argument. There's nothing at all that says that you have to argue with another person.
But the other person may disagree with that.
That's okay.
That's my point, though.
But that's all right. They can disagree however they want. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay there and argue your point, because then you're making them wrong, and that's judgment again. See how insidious?
You're making them wrong.
Yeah. See how insidious this judgment
Well, I
is?
could say they're right and I'm wrong.
You could. Okay. So what are you going to do about it
Nobody thinks that way.
then? But what are you going to do about it then?
Nothing. I'm just going to stay quiet and say, okay, you're right.
All right, cool. I know how to do that too.
That's,
Okay, you're right.
That's like a backhand compliment, isn't it? Like
No, why?
You sincerely
If
believe
you're
that?
coming from your authentic self, it is not.
So you sincerely
That's
can believe
how
that?
that's how you connect though. When you can turn around and take a look on the inside of your own self and say, oh, wait a minute. This is me. This is a judgment. This is me holding on to a memory that was created maybe in a past relationship that I haven't healed yet. Oh, wait a minute. This is me. Okay, you know something? You're right. I'm sorry.
So you're reliving something.
You're holding on to
that's interesting.
Another memory from a past relationship that you have brought forward because you haven't healed it yet.
Okay.
So the universe brings certain people and events into your life so that you can see where those wounds are so you can heal them. Because when you heal them, then your soul evolves.
How do you heal old wounds like that?
By feeling it.
So someone comes in and their soul and mine just do not jive, and I know it's an old wound, but every time they're in the same room with me, it still doesn't jive. I feel it, but I can't fix it.
There's a technique that I teach my clients on how to feel it, how to dissolve and release it out of the body mind with your own unconditional love. It takes some work, of course, because it doesn't feel good. So nobody wants to go into those wounds because it doesn't feel good. It hurts, right? It physically hurts. But as long as you continue to carry that wound, you are going to continue to create outside of yourself people and situations to come back to you to show you where that wound is. Because when you have the opportunity and ability of healing that wound, your soul evolves and you release the emotional charge that you have on it. When you release the emotional charge, you lift your vibrational frequency, and that feels good. You no longer are hurting because you've healed it. It's in the past.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, I want to see you try that.
I've tried it.
I told you already, Dawn. I'll work with you.
Her.
Definitely.
You don't have any old wounds, Freddie?
If I do, I forgot them.
Oh, you never forget them.
Until they come up. There are certain things that I've run into that really bothered me, like bullying. I seen that when I was a kid, and bullying people of age. That bothers me. Taking advantage of people, that bothers me. Making somebody seem, and the funny thing is that I've been accused of doing it. That's the biggest slap in the face. When they tell me, I won't stand for it, and I've had arguments with people, but I argue because I'm sort of defending myself.
Of course, because your ego is busted.
But I don't want to do that. No, it's not about my ego.
It's all about your ego, honey.
I disagree. The bottom line here is that people want to place lies at me sometimes because they want to feel better about themselves. Well, that's up to them.
But have you gone in to see whether or not that's real for you?
It's not real for me. That's why it was insulting.
Well, you have to be careful, though, because one of those little gremlins happens to be denial.
Well, I'm not denying it. I know exactly. I know exactly what it is, and I know why they're doing it. But listen, sometimes you have to be able to say your opinion is none of my business. And if they're doing that, that's fine. And if they want to continue to do that, that's fine.
But it still has an emotional charge on you.
It doesn't anymore. It used to.
Baloney. You just got finished telling me that you didn't.
They used to
didn't like to be bullied.
They used to be. Who the hell likes to be bullied? But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about when I see it. So if somebody's bullying you or somebody's bullying her, that's the part. That people bully me. People bully me every day of the week. But that's the way they do it. That's a little bit different now.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what I just had this conversation with her. Well, she's acceptance of all pain. Well, that's fine. That's for her. That's good. I hope that works out for her.
Channel your inner love for everybody else. You ready to wrap it up?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Tell everyone how they can find you again.
Okay. You can reach me at la@ishiftYourEnergy.com. You can also reach me through my website, which is www.ishiftYourEnergy.com. Call my office, 954-647-5525. And just as a little side note also, I'm going to be speaking at the Soul Treat, which is coming up at the end of March. End of April, end of April. It's going to be held in Boone, North Carolina. We've got a whole lineup of speakers and panelists, and if that's something that interests you, we would love to have you come up, spend 3 days up there. Get yourself renewed, Get rid of all the judgment and release yourself, and then step into the brand new you for this brand new year.
How do people find out information on that?
You can go on my Instagram, okay? And you can find me at LA_coach_energy. And you can also go onto my Facebook page, which is Laurina the Energy Shifter.
All right, check that out. Good opportunity to release it all. All right, have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, love everyone. Find your inner love and peace. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.